Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be doing a reading on the K-pop girl group Red Velvet, and this will just be a general overall reading for the whole group. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so we got our first few cards. The first card is Containment of Potential, Retreat, and Limits and Connection. Okay, so with these cards coming out, it lets me know that Red Velvet is retreating due to, first of all, their company, but also with it being more better for them ever since, the little issue that Irene had with the scandal situation. It's better for them to stay back for right now until they know the coast is clear, type of thing. So they limit and connection. It's like they have potential to come back and do more, like obviously like the card said, but they're going to be limited. They're going to be careful with what they do, and they're going to limit their involvement as a group. So like as a group, they're like sitting back and waiting as a group until the company be like, okay, y'all coming back, type of thing. It's that type of thing. It's like, so they're just gonna be waiting. Honestly, that's what, right, with these three cards coming out, they're just gonna be waiting right now. They're limited to what they can do as a group. Okay, so we got the throat chakra. We got material and spiritual prosperity. We got financial and material changes. And we got suffering and silence. Okay, I'm gonna pull a few more. Okay, so the next few cards that came out was the chakra, the sacral chakra. Rest and rejuvenate. Conflict and defeat. And hope. So with these cards coming out, okay, so there's definitely going to be financial changes when it comes to Red Velvet. So whatever that means, whether the company invests more or less in them, it's like changes like that on the money level that's going to happen for the girls. And then we got material and spiritual prosperity. It's like they have so much potential, and I'm connected to hope. They have so much potential to come back and grow and do more. There's hope for them, but it's kind of like the resting card coming out. It's like we don't know how long they're going to be on the rest. They could be on a rest longer or shorter. We don't know. With the rest card, it's like they're just in rest mode. Like they don't really have a say. The throat chakra, it's like they are trying to speak out, but no matter what, it's like they're still in silence. Like they're still being in SM dungeon. Like it doesn't matter. It's a lot of conflict going on, and they feel like, dang, our career is over as a group because we really haven't had anything to even come out and help us as a group, type of thing, like other groups haven't been having. So it's like it definitely is a lot for these girls right now, because they're dealing with a lot, and all they're just resting. Like there's nothing they're doing. They're doing individual activities, but it's like as a group, their group is like basically deteriorating. That's what is basically happening with the group. It's like they don't want that to happen because there's so much hope for them, but it's like at the same time they're just sitting, like their group they haven't had no activities for a long time. So it's like, okay, they're just staying in the silence, which means they're going to eventually fade off if nothing don't come of them as a group. That's what I'm saying. So we got loss, despair, and new life. Loss, despair, and new life. Okay, let's pull a few more. We got decisions, restrictions, shame, risk, and new beginnings. So it's like they probably most likely are going to come back eventually and start a new path or start a new life, like the cards said. But at the same time, it's like it's a lot of loss they're enduring. Like, it's a lot that they already endured, and it may not even be over type of thing, because there's a lot of decisions they gotta make. But then at the same time, it's like they're kind of scared to come back. Like, as you can see with the lost card, this person crying, and with the shame, that person is crying. They're kind of scared to come back because they're afraid that people are just gonna go back to hating on them due to, the issues that came up around their name that caused them not to, yeah, like I said, the Irene situation, it's like they're willing to risk it, but at the same time, it's like they don't want to be shamed for it. Like, they don't want people being like, oh yeah, like, you remember, I'm not gonna support you due to this, I'm not gonna support you due to that. It's like they don't want to be, called out or picked on for that. But at the same time, it's like there's restrictions on them. I feel like they're not gonna be able to do as much as they used to. Probably, it's like there's going to be restrictions. There already are restrictions on them, but it's going to be heavier as a group. I don't know individual wise, but I'm talking about more as a group. For Red Velvet as a group, it's going to be more restrictions on there, so they're going to be more, let's just say they're going to think before they do something. Even with decisions, it's like it's a lot that's going into this group, and they're probably having, conversations about it and trying to make decisions so they can come back and have a new beginning. But it's like maybe a member or two is kind of like scared to come back, and they're like, I'm not sure, I'm not sure if I want to come back. I'm kind of, nervous. I feel like we should wait it out some. And I forgot to mention, like, at the bottom of the deck was patience. So it's like you're gonna have to be patient with them. To the Red Velvet fans out there, you're gonna have to be patient, because it's like it's a lot that these girls are going through, and there's a lot that if they do put themselves out there, it's still a lot that they could potentially still go through. It's like it's not over. Let me just say. Okay. So the next card, this is the tarot section. So the next card is the Three of Wands, the Two of Cups in reverse, the Page of Swords, and the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, let me pull some more. Okay, so the next few cards that came out was the Emperor in reverse, the Hermit in reverse, the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, and the Justice card, and then the Six of Swords. Okay, so with these cards, it's a lot going on with them. But with the Three of Wands, they are really worried about their future. They're looking ahead to their future and trying to see, okay, what's to come for Red Velvet as a group? Are we even going to still be active? Or are we going to do this? Is this going to happen? It's like it's a lot of thoughts when it comes to what are we going to do as a group in Red Velvet. Because with the Two of Cups in reverse, it's not really a good card. It represents separation, conflict, issues. It just represents not good. So it's like they could be like not coming to exact agreement or seeing eye to eye with each other in a way, or even with their company. It could be a lot, or somebody may be like, I wonder, is this even for me to do, type of thing. It's like it does represent separation. I'm not saying they're going to separate, but it is an indicator in there that somebody may not be feeling it anymore like that. And then we move with the Page of Swords, which represents having new ideas, wanting to start fresh, getting just in a new vibe, just thinking. But also it does represent like petty gossip. It does represent gossip still being around their name. So even if they do come back, it's not going to be 100% just crystal clear, with no problems type of thing. But then we got the Page of Pentacles, and then we got the Seven of Pentacles. I'm going to connect those together because they basically hint at the same thing, like procrastination, missed chances, like lazy, and I feel, like I said, this is more on the Emperor in reverse, like the company, because remember, they can't really control when they come back. That's not really on their plate. That's on the company plate. So the company do have a say, and the company is kind of not really caring for them. I'm just going to be honest. With the Page of Pentacles and Seven of Pentacles, it's like the company don't really care in a way. It's like the company is like, oh, well, it is what it is type of thing. The Hermit in reverse, it's like they're isolating the girls. They're like, look, we don't really care. We're just going to throw y'all to the side because we have a girl group already, which is Espa. We have a girl group that we are promoting type of thing. So it's like they're not too, I'm just going to be honest, they're not really worried about Red Velvet. there's a lot of procrastination, low effort. It's like they almost like, we don't, like they're pushing Red Velvet to the side type of thing. So it's like that's what I'm kind of getting. And with the justice, it's like Red Velvet wants more fairness, but it's kind of like the company don't care. It's like they're not really caring. They're like, oh, we have a new girl group type of thing. It is what it is. So it's like they're not really putting much effort into the girls. It's kind of like right now, it's like it's very hopeless. There's a lot of conflict going on. It's like there is hope with the hope card coming up earlier, but at the same time, it's like, ooh, what's next? What can we do? What can we possibly do as a group to, figure things out? Because it's looking a little bit crazy right now. And then the Six of Swords is like they want to be able to move on and start fresh. Like they don't want anything to follow them when they do come back, or they just want to overall a new fresh start. Remember the new beginning card came out. They want a new beginning, but it's like it's hard when you have people not really putting in the effort for them. Like there's nobody that's really sitting up there being like, okay, let's prepare y'all type of thing. It's like it's almost like, yeah, they pushed them to the side, and that's, you could tell, we can already see that's obviously what happened, because they haven't had a comeback in a long time or anything like that. So you can definitely tell that SM isn't really focused on them. SM is more focused on other groups that isn't Red Velvet. So it's like they're wanting more fairness, but then it's like people behind the scenes is like, we don't really care. We're not really gonna put effort into you. It is what it is type of thing. But they're like thinking about their future, because it's like they don't want to end it, but based on the route they're going, they're like, is it even any point of staying? Like, is there any point of even staying as a group, or is it even point like I might want to leave as a member or something? I'm not saying they're going to, but I'm just saying it's definitely separation somewhere in here with the Two of Cups in reverse. It's like, just a lot going on where it's like, okay, in the Hermit, it's like one person, it could be at least one member that's thinking like that. It's kind of like, is there anything even left for us? Like, let's honestly be honest. Like, we have a lot of individual activities and we haven't had a group. So it's kind of like when our contract come around, are we trying to, continue together? It's like with the Three of Wands, it's like three members, it's like with Three of Wands, it's like three members may be thinking that, and two other members may be like, not so much, because remember the Two of Cups is in reverse. So it could be those two members that's thinking like, I might not want to do this anymore. And then the three members is like, yes, I'm down. Like, I'm ready to resign. I'm ready. And then it's like you got the Hermit in reverse, and then it's like somebody's definitely like, it's like, I'm not feeling it anymore. Somebody is definitely not feeling it anymore. I don't know if they're gonna actually leave, but they're not feeling it anymore. Maybe the other people could talk them into it when it comes to the contract thing, but somebody is definitely not feeling it. And there's another member that's not feeling it too, but it's like they're kind of like, yeah, it's a few members not feeling it, but it's like three members that's kind of like thinking ahead to their future as a group, and they're like, okay, I still want to grow as Red Velvet, but then it's like, it's hard for them. It's a lot of mixed signals in this reading. It's a lot. But that's all I get for the K-pop girl group Red Velvet. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and you can always request in the comment section down below respectfully. And tune into my next video. Bye.